The fire inside her, there is a fire that lives inside every woman who refuses to give up. It's not always a raging blaze. Sometimes it's a quiet ember, but it never dies. Even when life tries to pour water over it, through betrayal, heartbreak, rejection, abuse, poverty, loneliness, or failure, that fire stays lit. Where does that fire come from? It comes from pain, yes. But it also comes from love. Love for her children. Love for her dreams. Love for herself. It comes from an ancient place within her, a well of resilience passed down by generations of women who endured without applause. That fire keeps her walking into rooms where she was once rejected. It keeps her applying for jobs when her confidence is shaking. It keeps her studying at night when the world is asleep. It keeps her opening her heart after heartbreak. That fire is faith in motion, and it is unstoppable. She fights quiet battles. The strongest women are not always the loudest. They're often the ones you overlook, the ones who say, "I'm fine," when their world is falling apart. The ones who smile at work while dealing with chaos at home. The ones who help others even when they're in need themselves. They fight quiet battles, battles that no one sees. Depression, insecurity, loneliness, financial stress, abuse, self-doubt. But they don't give up. They may cry at night, but they still wake up to take care of their families. They may be afraid, but they still walk into that courtroom, that office, that hospital, that classroom. They carry on. And that quiet courage is more powerful than the loudest shout. Blessed are the women who walk alone. Not every woman has a hand to hold. Some have been abandoned. Some have been betrayed. Some have outgrown the people around them. Some have been left to walk alone. But blessed are these women, for they discover who they are in solitude. They find their own voice, their own rhythm, their own strength. They are not defined by who left or who stayed. They become whole by walking their own path. They learn to enjoy their own company. They build dreams brick by brick. They cry when they must, but they don't crumble. And when they walk alone, they are never truly alone, because the spirit within them is louder than any crowd. She builds even after destruction. You want to see strength. Watch a woman rebuild her life after it has been burned to ashes. Some women lose everything, a marriage, a business, a home, a reputation. And still, they rebuild, not just for themselves, but for their children, their families, their future. She learns how to budget when there's barely enough to stretch. She learns how to defend herself when no one else stands up for her. She learns how to reinvent herself when the world says she's finished. Every failure becomes a lesson. Every betrayal becomes redirection. Every scar becomes a story. She doesn't deny the pain, but she refuses to be defined by it. She is soft and strong. Blessed are the women who understand this truth. See, strength is not hardness. You can be soft and strong, gentle and powerful, emotional and resilient. The world often mistakes femininity for weakness. But the most powerful women are the ones who can love deeply, cry openly, and still show up to lead, to protect, to build. She may have tears in her eyes, but her backbone is steel. She may show compassion, but she won't be manipulated. She may forgive, but she does not forget the lessons life teaches her. The world needs this kind of strength. Strength with grace, power with kindness, leadership with empathy. She uplifts others even while climbing. A woman who doesn't give up doesn't just fight for herself. She fights for others. She encourages her sister. She empowers her friend. She supports her daughter. She uplifts her community. Even when she's struggling, she cheers for others. Even when she's tired, she lends her strength. She knows that her journey isn't just for her. It's to pave the path for others behind her. This is the legacy of true strength. Not just rising alone, but reaching back to pull others up with you. She trusts the process. There are days when she doesn't see the results, when the hard work seems to lead nowhere, when the prayers feel unanswered, when the healing takes too long. But she keeps going because she trusts the process. She understands that progress is not always visible. That growth is slow. That becoming who you are meant to be takes time. She plants seeds and waters them even when the soil looks dry. She shows up for herself even when she's tired. She walks by faith, not by sight, and in time the flowers bloom, the doors open, the healing comes. The blessings arrive, because she didn't give up. She knows her worth. Blessed are the women who refuse to settle. They know their worth. They know they are not defined by a relationship, a job title, a number on a scale, or a follower count. They are not desperate for approval. They are grounded in identity. These women walk away from what doesn't serve them. They speak up when they are disrespected. They advocate for themselves when no one else will. They choose peace over drama, healing over revenge, purpose over popularity. And that confidence, the kind that isn't loud but unshakable, is what sets them apart. She leaves a legacy, a woman who doesn't give up, doesn't just change her life. She changes generations. Her children learn courage from watching her. Her community gains hope from her resilience. Her story becomes a roadmap for others to follow. Even if she never becomes famous, her legacy lives on in every life she touches. Because the real mark of greatness is not in what you achieve alone. It's in the impact you make through perseverance. To every woman listening, if you are tired, keep going. If you are discouraged, lift your head. If you are hurt, heal, but don't quit. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. Your effort matters. Your presence matters. Your journey matters. The world may not always applaud you, but heaven sees you. The seeds you are planting now, in faith, in struggle, in tears, they will bloom. Blessed are you, woman who doesn't give up. You are a light in the darkness. You are a warrior in disguise. You are the embodiment of unstoppable hope.